Oh, there he is.
Hi.
I know. Okay, Edward, can you go talk to him?
Yes.
And then, Mr. Pachuzzi on the other one. What's the other one?
Do I set up for like pre-trial motions or something?
I mean, I'll give you till.
I gotta educate this young lady. I mean,
On Thursday or tomorrow,
and I guess I'd like to talk to some of your authors. That's not bad, actually.
And then when you're bringing it,
Are you guys, have you talked to them lately?
and the defense attorney is on that.
Okay, what is it Mary wants me to do? I'll be in touch when I have something otherwise to talk, but I need it.
Let's do your plea though. Whenever you're ready on Mr. Pachuzzi.
I just need to be brought out there.
All right.
So, we got a couple of emails from your friends, and that's good. But I sent you, actually, I dictated another letter basically saying, we need you to write your whole story down. You just saw me, okay, just listen for a minute, then I'll shut up and listen to you. You saw me bump hands with this guy. I'm insisting on an offer, because this judge, we call it a rocket docket. She likes to move cases quickly, and what she does for us is, hey, you don't have to run everything by me. You go in all these other courses, lawyers standing in line. The sign on her thing says, talk to my coordinator. When you're ready, we'll get you in here. The bad news, they're talking 6 to 8 years in prison.
For me?
And I asked him, have you talked to these guys lately? And he said, yep, I mean, I know you wanted an offer, and I gave him a call. So that means they're still mad. I need to get more information from you and your friends so that I can meet with these officers and find out, you know, what they think. And how are you a friend, a boyfriend, an older relative?
Father.
Your dad?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. That's what, I'm glad you're here, and that's the reason. I'm only going to be really, that's the word I'm looking for, blunt now, because I'm in a rape case, and the old judge is an old friend of mine, and she thought I crossed a line, which I didn't cross, and we had a big argument this morning about it, and we just had a big argument about it now, and she conceded that I'm right. So by being forceful and explaining a difficult situation, my client is better off. And it's kind of the same thing with you. I want to watch those videos, the rest of the videos, and we might be done by Wednesday, so Thursday or Friday or sometime next week, depending on how long we get. Again, I'm just saying this bluntly. Nobody cares that you've been sitting around here for 3 hours.
I know.
I mean, you know, I said 11 o'clock. It was 12 minutes before noon before you responded to my 7:30 request. Hey, can you still make it at 1 o'clock? I know you're busy.
We discussed that a week prior, though. We have discussed that we was going to meet a week prior to that.
Okay, well, the whole world is busy, and we are over swamped. We just got 3 brand new courts.
Yeah.
Each of the 20 felony courts here gave up 171 cases each. That's roughly 3,500 cases from all 20 to be divided among the 3 new courts. That means they each get 1,200 and some cases.
Bluntly, I don't care, bro.
Yeah, then they're going to get
I don't
going in
care.
that.
Now, this is the problem I have.
I've been blabbing, and I took my hearing aids out.
Okay, let's get close back in.
But so right now, we're trying to figure out why Christina kept going instead of pulling over for an officer. A whole bunch of officers joined that officer. My initial impression is that they're talking about, she's driving this old wreck. Well, I put myself through school too, and I drove an old wreck. But why didn't she stop? And you saw the video where they had the guns ready when they opened the door.
And then the first time that I had stopped, they had the guns pointed at me before I had drove out to my apartment.
So hold on, excuse me. So you don't even understand the facts of the case yet?
No, I understand the facts.
So
of
what
the
are the
case.
facts of the case now?
I'm asking Christina for the facts.
Okay,
of the
I'm
case.
asking you because you've been on this case for how long? Who cares? What are the facts that
I
you
see
know
where you're
of?
getting it.
Yeah.
Listen, pal, listen to me for
What's up?
another
Go ahead.
second and I'll listen to you.
Go ahead.
The government accused her of 3 serious crimes. The
Correct.
most serious is a felony, 5
Okay.
to 99.
Great.
All right? And
Great.
there is community supervision
I
for
don't
all
care
3.
about
And
that.
that's what she's going to get
No,
if she's
she's
guilty
not.
of anything.
She's going to get dismissed for this case. You're going to do your job. You're going to ask for
All
proper
right,
cause.
listen, Sash boy. And
Sash
Sash
boy.
man.
Sash
I
boy.
have two
I don't
African
care
American
who you
nephews
got,
and an
man.
African
I
American
don't care
niece.
who you
So
got.
slips like that only mean when somebody's sassing me, I say anything I want back. I don't care what color you are. I know you don't care what color I am.
color you are. I don't care
I'm
who
just
you
telling
are.
you right now.
I'm telling
she
you right
is-
now, you're going to do your job, brother.
Brother,
Dad, come
let's
on.
get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Excuse me.
Let me get a nice reset. Come on down and we'll talk anytime or we'll yell on the 7th floor.
I don't want to yell, sir. I want you to do your job.
I'm yelling and you're yelling.
I want
I'm
you to
not
do
saying
your
you're
job.
guilty and I'm not. Sir, I've been doing my job. This spoiled little brat,
Excuse
sassy
me,
little brat.
Don't disrespect my child. Don't disrespect.
I'm-
Ain't nobody disrespecting you.
I'm just, yes, you are. Just
Nobody's
tell me what you're
disrespecting you.
talking
I'm
about.
asking you to do your job, brother. She didn't get.
You
She
don't
did not
even know
get.
what I've done. Have you looked at any of the cases?
I have looked at the
Okay,
case.
tell me what you saw.
I have not seen you. I did not see you at the bail hearing. I did not see you get evidence from the bail hearing. I have not seen a bail.
She's on bond.
Exactly, and she didn't get a hearing from a judge within 48 hours. That's a violation. Local rule number 9. You don't care. You don't care about the local rules of the court. You don't care about the rules of the court. So rule number 9 doesn't matter to you.
You sound like a TV
I you know what I do for a living?
What?
I check and make sure other people are doing their job.
Come on.
That's what I do. That's what I get
Talk
paid.
like a regular person.
No, I'm talking like you
No,
talk like a regular
I only
person.
started
You talk like a
sassing
regular
you.
person.
I started sassing
You were
when you told me I wasn't
Excuse me,
doing my
brother.
job.
Excuse
You
me,
don't know
brother.
anything about
Excuse
my
me,
job.
brother. In the Constitution of Texas,
Come on, we've only got 5
Section
minutes. I gotta
2.
get back to my other
Section
side.
2. We are afforded a free Republican form of government. You are not defending her of her
You
constitutional
don't know
rights.
anything what you're talking
You
about.
haven't put anything forward. You haven't watched
You
the
haven't looked at
video.
the file yet. You haven't seen my motions. You haven't seen my demands.
Your
You haven't
Brady
seen-
motion was the judge gave an order that was a
You've
violation.
already given me everything.
They have, if they've given you everything, then you
talks
produce everything.
like you talk.
You produce
And
everything.
that's good.
That's great. Because we're not going to let anybody take over our lives, and not going to let anybody
They've
run our
already
lives.
taken over your
Excuse
life.
me,
They
and we have
already
the
taken
right,
over your life.
and you're supposed to be protecting it.
I am protecting.
You're not. You're not doing your job.
She is free.
She is not free. She's free because I have given a security interest. Yes, I have placed bail and under fraud.
She bashed her car into a police car.
Hold on.
No,
Excuse me.
excuse me. Where is the evidence? Do you have the evidence? Do you have a first-hand witness?
Do you know what evidence is?
Do you have probable cause?
Testimony is evidence.
Well, we see the
Sworn testimony,
Evidence.
first-hand knowledge evidence. The cops is not probable cause.
You all right?
Oh yes, ma'am. We can come conversing.
We can hear you.
That's why
Thank
I
you,
said
ma'am.
you gotta calm
Thank you.
down.
Conversing.
So now that's, I mean, we'll sit down on the 7th floor when you have a couple hours. We can go look at all the videos. We'll look at all 3 cases, which I don't think you've done yet. Am I right? Really, did you look at the cases that I've sent?
Do you look at the witness that they use?
You're not answering.
I looked at the case.
Asking me a question
I
after
looked
I
at
asked
the
you a
case.
question.
I have a
That's a
question.
cheap,
Can I-
cowardly
can I-
way out. It's
Can I please say something?
television.
Can y'all both be quiet and let me say something?
It's showbiz.
Can I please
Sit
say
down,
something?
young lady.
No, I'm
Sit
not.
down.
Just have a seat. Just have a seat. Just have a seat. Just
Sit
have a seat.
down.
Just have a
See,
seat.
now, because now I'm feeling disrespected, because you sitting here calling me out my name, and I've been rude to you, and you're over here yelling at the top of your lungs. You're telling me to sit down. I've been sitting here the whole time, and I've been trying to get y'all attention for the longest.
Listen.
The only reason why I stood up is because y'all are yelling at each other. What I'm trying to say is, okay, cool. Y'all want to argue, y'all want to do this, fine, whatever. My life is on the line. I'm trying to figure out, because I want to
Okay,
argue.
listen, enough drama.
I'm trying to
Enough
ask you a question
drama.
on my case, and you keep cutting me off. That's what
No,
makes
I'm
me mad.
cutting you off when you tell me about your life. Ask
I'm
me
not
the
cutting you
question.
off.
What's the question?
I'm
What's the
trying to.
What's the
Can I
question?
Ask me the
ask?
question.
I'm trying to.
Ask
You keep
me
cutting me
the
off.
question. I'm
My-
asking
my-
you to
Ask the
ask
question.
me
It's about my case.
Are you
All
gonna?
right.
I don't
Ask
care
it.
what. You
Just
need
ask
to ask
it.
me the question. What's the question?
Anyway, like I was saying, now that you're
What
hearing
is
stuff
the
like
question?
that, Are we going to go up there and are we going to talk to them? That's
Wait,
my first
wait, that's
question.
not a question.
That's my first question. My
No,
second
no, no,
one,
no, no, no. You haven't even, you're explaining to me what your question is, but you're not asking me the
I'm
question.
trying to. Can you please shut the hell up?
No,
Ask me the
ask me a
question.
question.
I'm trying to ask the question of, okay, cool. I'm trying to figure out if he
Don't
said 6 to
explain what
8
you're trying to figure out.
It's
Ask
6
him,
to
tell
8
him what the
years.
question
He said it's
is.
6 to 8 years. So
All
I'm
right.
trying to ask.
I
if
gotta
we
get
do
back
have-
to